EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for August 2nd, 2023. It is Wednesday, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania. The KP Agency is Easton's only woman-owned insurance group and is an independent brokerage specializing in Medicare insurance products. Turning 65 and enrolling in Medicare can easily be described as one of the most overwhelming and confusing processes. You're bombarded with ad mail and endless calls, and the information out there can be both misleading and unreliable. Why not use a trusted local professional to guide you through the process, and at no cost, the KP Agency can enroll you in all of your Medicare-related needs. Visit them online at thekpa.net or give them a call at 908-329-7140. It's 908-329-7140. They are the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So this evening, I was actually on a podcast for MusikFest coming up because we are the official weather providers for MusikFest. We make all the, or assist at least, in the decisions to shut down the festival if needed. So I'm starting to think it's not going to be as bad early on. We were worried about Thursday and Friday for the chance for thunderstorms. Thursday is really not looking like anything at all now. So here is a look at today first. We have wall-to-wall sunshine. That's not the issue. Mostly sunny skies today. We are going to have the wind shift a little bit, and that's going to allow some of that smoke that's up in, this is central and western Canada smoke now, that was off to our south yesterday come through our area. But it's going to be late today, very late today, most likely evening for a lot of areas, and then through the overnight and still with us here on Thursday. We can see that on the high-resolution rapid refresh. Starting this off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have all this out here in western Pennsylvania going on. It's going to slide eastward. See that? Just sliding eastward, and these numbers will come up overnight. So we will have, this is elevated smoke, though, so this is not near surface. I don't expect anybody to be smelling smoke, and it shouldn't affect the air quality too much. The elevated smoke means it's up at a higher level in the atmosphere, which will lead to some haze. But you won't really see too much haze other than in the evening, because then the sun goes down and you really don't see it unless you're looking for the sun, for the moon, and you'll see the hazy moon there as well. But this is going to continue into Thursday, and you can see Thursday morning especially still has some pretty decent values until we get later in the day, and this starts to push its way out of here. So it looks like the period from late today through Thursday is the timeline for this vertically integrated smoke to be affecting our area. And if I go back to, just to show you, the smoke at the ground level is this. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, very, very little. And it's mostly central PA here on Thursday afternoon, and that's it. So we're not going to be dealing with it on the ground level, and it's because it's coming from a farther distance. If you remember that orange blob of death that we had that was, over a month ago now, that day was as a result of the fact that we had, fresh fires in Quebec, which is a lot closer than the source region of these fires, so it was allowed to be a little bit more concentrated and closer to ground level. This is not, okay, so it shouldn't be as bad. Just a little hazy with that, but just keep that in mind if you're going outdoors today. This is going to be a spectacular day to go outside, though, during the daylight hours. Mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy overnight. Still comfortable temperatures. Look at these temperatures. 78 to 83 is the spread today. We look at tomorrow, not much change, slightly higher, 80 to 85. But I think generally over the next 10, 14 days, you're dealing with a lot of 80 to 85 stuff. Okay, it's going to be a recurring theme going forward. And here's that activity on Thursday. We were talking about there again, not much, like a prefrontal trough here, and the NAM is also doing the same thing as you go into the afternoon. Maybe an isolated shower or storm, maybe, but this is really trended away from the idea of a shower or storm. There could be just, and this is stray or isolated. That's all this is. Okay, so as far as MusikFest is concerned, they are right about here where I have that point. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do a point because this is small, kind of right in that area. Okay, that is where MusikFest is. So you see it's kind of off to the northwest here. This isn't exact, might not be an exact representation of the radar, but it gives the idea that these are very, very isolated in nature here on Thursday. And once we get to Friday, we do get a little more scattered. Some activity might come through overnight for a few areas, a few showers overnight, later in the overnight on Thursday. But then we get to Friday, we have to go over the longer range NAM, and so you do see a little bit more widely scattered activity here. But again, this isn't much here on Friday either. Not much here on Friday either. So if you're looking for a dry stretch here for that entire time frame, it's very possible your area might not get anything. Okay, we do have a 30% chance of shower or thunderstorm on Thursday. That might be generous, and a 50% chance on Friday. And again, that might be generous. Okay, we'll see. It doesn't look like it's an overwhelming amount, but this does move out overnight, and then Saturday we are left with dry conditions as this front is now offshore. Here's that scattered shower and thunderstorm threat here on Friday. It is a little bit better on Friday, just as far as chances goes. But when we get to Saturday morning, it's already off the coast, and that will remain there, leading to a nice weekend. Temperatures are going to be, again, in that 80 to 85 degree range here over the weekend from northwest to southeast. Mostly sunny skies Saturday, partly cloudy here on Sunday. And then when we get to Monday, we have another frontal boundary in association with low pressure moving through the Great Lakes. Could bring some late day or evening scattered showers and thunderstorms with this particular front. But again, this doesn't look too overwhelming. Just a quick in and out deal, and that's it. So for the fest goers on Monday, not looking too bad. Once we get beyond this, Tuesday, back to partly cloudy skies, and then we remain dry through the remainder of the week. We might have a front come through either next Friday or Saturday, another cold front coming through, but that's about it. So it's not really too bad. If you're looking at temperature-wise, you can't really ask for much better conditions for that for an outdoor festival in early August. You really just can't, okay? But this is going out quite a ways. This is going out to day 10. I usually don't show you a day 10 forecast, but I don't give the idea that once that front passes on Monday, which is here, we are dry for a couple days and low humidity and very comfortable conditions continuing through the heart of the work week next week. So, it's looking pretty good, okay? Overall, pretty good here over the next 7 to 10 plus days. And once we get to the second half of August, like I said before, I think we start turning on the heat a little bit more, bring back a little bit more in the way of humidity, but nothing overwhelming showing here in the 7-day forecast for any rain concerns other than a few fronts moving through. And we saw what Thursday and Friday looks like here on the NAM. It doesn't look like it's too impressive. We'll get better once this comes in a range on the 3-kilometer NAM. This only goes to Friday morning. When I do tomorrow's video, I'll have a better scope of what Friday is we're actually dealing with here on Friday. But right now, Thursday, doesn't look like much at all on that first day of a threat, which would be great for the opening preview night of MusikFest. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for August 2nd, 2023. Have a great Wednesday.